Hi and welcome to my channel. So I'm going to be talking about 4 easy side hustle ideas that you can start today, make an extra £1,000 per month or even more without spending any money, which means that to start these side businesses, you're going to use what you already have rather than investing money and spending money and all of that. There is none of it here. And let me tell you a secret. If you're starting a side business, for example, and you're realizing that it needs a lot of money to start, that is a sign that it is probably not a good idea. The best businesses and some of the most successful businesses are the ones that you start out of need, just out of your own comfort, start with what you have. And then as it begins to grow and it's like, oh my God, I may have something here, that's when now you start investing money. So from the get-go, you should not be putting in any money. You should be using just what you have to see whether that is a viable idea. So in today's video, I'm going to be telling you 4 easy side hustle ideas that anybody can start, male, female, it doesn't matter. And look, no matter your circumstances, you're going to find one of these that you're going to be like, Melvis, I don't know why I haven't started this, but look, I'm going to start ASAP. So if you're new to my channel, you're welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, I appreciate your time. And look, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, don't be a stranger on here. Just hit that subscribe button right now so you're the first person to be notified every single day when I drop a new video on here at 10 a.m. UK time. Because look, I'm all about career progression opportunities in the UK, free visa sponsorship opportunities to move to the UK or to switch your visa if you're already in the UK, work from home jobs that you can do, earn a lot of money without any experience, and it's all about your problem solving skills as well as side hustle ideas that you can get started. Because look, this is what you need to be thinking about. This is what you need to be focusing your mind on, whether you're employed or not. It doesn't matter, because you can start a side hustle that makes you a millionaire, makes you a billionaire, and makes you to retire early, live a better life. Why not? That's what we're all striving to get. So let's get started. The first side hustle, and by the way, I do have a free newsletter where I share information about all these different things that I've mentioned. So if you check the comment section below, you see a link to join my newsletter, which is completely free. You drop your name and email and you're part of the newsletter, and I send that info directly to your inbox, so you're never reliant on the yo-yo YouTube algorithm, which is going to miss out on you getting such vital information for your personal and professional growth and development. So the side hustle number 1 is cooking. Look, many of us know how to cook, and when you know how to cook so well, you cannot take it for granted and you're thinking, look, I can cook well, this is good, and that's the end. You're going to work working. No, if you know how to cook, you need to start cooking food for people, even if it's just like friends that you know around. That's how you start, and that can be the beginning of a pretty successful catering business that you have, especially if you're already in the UK. You can do this anywhere, it doesn't matter obviously, but if you're in the UK, it becomes even more essential that you're thinking out of the box and pursuing opportunities like this. So for example, me, there are some African dishes that I really enjoy eating. I like eating those dishes, but I hate to cook them, because what I've realized is that sometimes it takes me like 3 days, for example, to buy all the ingredients, because you've got specific ingredients that you've got to have. You need to go to this shop, buy one, go to the other shop, buy the other one, and then spend a whole day preparing those ingredients and trying to cook the food. Look, I don't want to spend 2 days or 5 hours cooking the same thing. So what I do is I've got people that are very good with cooking, that they enjoy cooking. And so what I do is I say to them, look, can I have 3 portions for, I don't know, £100, for example? And that's what I do most of the times with those dishes that I like, but I find really complex, because look, I don't have any will to be learning how to cook a dish, one dish that's going to take me 3 days to cook, because I could be using that time and doing something way more efficient for myself, doing something that I rather enjoy doing, and let somebody who is an expert in that meal prepare it for me, and I pay them £100, £200. It's well worth it. So that's what I do. Also, many of us have lots of guests, visiting in our houses. You can just order. Yes, you're gonna cook some other stuff, but there's other stuff that just order from somebody who knows how to do it. So if you can cook, you should be considering this. I've done an amazing video on here about how you can even take this further and get to like organizations in the UK, get to big companies that are looking for these services, that have staff, multicultural staff, but they don't have food. So again, this is something that you should 100% consider. And by the way, I do have a private career coaching program where I support with all the things that I've mentioned that I do, career progression in the UK, visa sponsorship. If you're a nurse, carer, midwife, student nurse, you're looking for those side hustle ideas. You're thinking, oh my God, what else can I do? Career progression, visa sponsorship. I'm your girl. You want to check the about section of this YouTube channel or the description box below and 100% join my private coaching program so I can give you that personalized, tailored, and individualized guidance that you rightfully so deserve in order to excel, to thrive, to move forward, and to gain the clarity that you need in order to excel in your career. So, like I said, these side hustles are unisex, men and women, anyone can do them. So, that's the first one. The second one is transportation. Look, people, all of us work. We need to move from A to B, whether you like it or not, whether it's picking kids from school or not. We need to do all of that. So if you have a car, which 99.9% of us do have cars, and we have those cars parked in front of our houses, that car could be making you a lot of money. So if you begin to tell people like, oh, if you're going somewhere, ring me, that's how you can start. And that can eventually be the start of a huge transportation business, because as more people begin to know that that's a service that you're offering, that's how more people call you. If you want to take it even a step further, you can join Uber. Look, Uber or Bolt, there's a lot of money you can make as an Uber driver. If you want me to do a whole video on this, on how to get started as an Uber driver, do leave a comment in the comment section below, and I'll do a whole video explaining the whole process. Because in the UK, you can earn between £300 to £400 every single day as an Uber driver. So many of us are into healthcare. Look, if you don't need to be in healthcare because of, say, visa sponsorship and other things, or say you're a dependent, these are amazing opportunities that you can pursue and earn a lot more money to support your family, rather than doing very low paid jobs, you know what I mean, that are not going to bring in anything to the family, but all they'll be doing is sucking up your positive energy. Look, you don't need to. So I also need that implementation from you. I want you to leave a comment in the comment section and say, Melvis, I will implement this. Have you got any of these skills that we've spoken about so far? Can you see yourself doing any of these two things that we've said? I'm sure that you can. And do share this video with your friends, family, colleagues, loved ones, so that they're aware that some of these things, look, they can do them. And there are pathways to follow in order to make this completely legit once you've proven that it is an idea that is viable and that it's a service that many people want. That's when you then upgrade it to a higher level. And like I say, you may be up to something really big, but if you don't get started, you will never, ever know. So that's the second one. The third one is braiding hair. Look, all of us need to braid our hair. Whether you like it or not, you have to braid your hair. If you've watched my other videos, I kind of always have my hair braided. And look, let me tell you, this particular hair that I've got on, I paid £100 to the hairdresser to do this hair for me. And the thing is, if you look at it now, it kind of needs doing already. I did it about 3 weeks ago. It needs doing again. So I need to go back to her. And what she does is, I like it when they take off the hair, they wash it, and then do a new one. So I do everything at the same time. I don't want to be faffing about at home trying to take off the hair, wash it. I hate all of that. So what happens is she normally charges me £25 to take this off. And then she'll charge me another £25 to wash the hair, the actual afro hair. And then she charges me, how much I pay for the actual hairdo or braid depends on what I do. But like I said, this particular one, I paid £100 for it. So you can imagine that if you know how to braid hair, how much are you going to earn? And to say this, I've got two daughters, you know what I mean, who also need their hair braiding every single month, just like me. I don't know how to braid hair. I've got no interest learning how to braid hair. I rather pay somebody who is an expert who already knows how to do it for me. So that's what I do. So myself and my two daughters, we have to braid our hair every single month, and you can imagine how much it actually costs to do that. So if you know how to braid hair, please, you need to get started with this. And before you know it, you're going to be having a hair, you know what I mean? You're going to be having a hair shop. I've got many of my friends that try to learn how to braid hair because they've got kids as well. Some do it for themselves. So again, you can even teach other people how to braid hair. Like, there are endless opportunities when you think about side hustles. Side hustle idea, it doesn't have to be something that is from space. I think that is a mistake that many of us make. It is about using the skills that you already have, using the knowledge that you already have, building on that knowledge in order to be innovative and come up with something absolutely amazing. Because if you know how to do hair, you may be thinking, oh, this is something ordinary. But for somebody like me, if I had an opportunity, for example, to learn and had somebody who could say, oh, look, I'm charging to teach people how to braid hair, maybe I would be interested. But if I have to sit at home alone trying to like, oh, how do I braid hair? How do I do this? I don't have any interest. And so you can see how much it costs for me to braid my own hair. And again, looking at this hair, it is due again to be braided. So I need to go there, take it off, wash the hair, braid it. I'm not going to spend less than £150 to achieve this. So make use of the skills that you've got, because that is money. That is money that you're sitting on that you could have been using. So that's the third one. And the fourth one is becoming an online tutor. Look, many of us have a particular skill. You could even teach all the three things that we've spoken about before, but you can teach languages, for example. You can teach anything online nowadays, because since COVID-19, online teaching, virtual classes have literally skyrocketed. If there's nobody, like, I don't know anybody who hasn't been on Zoom to attend a session for something. All of us have been on Zoom and we've attended some sort of a Zoom session about something since COVID-19, especially. So if you've got any skills, yes, initially it's going to take you that effort to get your first clients. But truth be told, once you do get those clients and people know about you, and you're offering a good service, the truth is you are going to skyrocket. You will not even imagine where you're able to earn. And most of the businesses that we see today, the successful businesses, somebody started with something. If you look at Amazon, for example, Jeff Bezos didn't just start Amazon as a multi-billion, dollar company that it is today. He started by simply selling books, a very simple idea, and then it got successful. He expanded into other markets, and right now, as we speak, if you're looking for anything whatsoever, you will find that on Amazon. So you could be sitting on an amazing idea, but if you don't implement it, you may never know. So I urge you to implement your ideas. Don't think it is ordinary. Don't think that everyone knows what you know. No, it may be that yes, people know about it, but nobody's innovative enough to, monetize that and make it into a business. So you need to do that. You need to make sure that you're trusting in your own abilities, you're experimenting, you're trying new things, because look, this is the world that we live in. It's not about going to work, coming back home. It's thinking out of the box. And that's why I'm here to prompt you to think about these ideas so that you're like, Melvis, why haven't I thought about this? So from these four ideas, which one is the best? Which one do you think you could try? Please, you need to do that. If you haven't subscribed, by the way, don't be a stranger. Hit that subscribe button and join my free newsletter, which I've dropped a link in the comment section below, so that you're notified every single time when I drop any new content. I message you directly. Also, if you need tailored, individualized, and personalized guidance, consider checking out my private coaching program on the description box below or the about section of this channel, and leave a comment and say, Melvis, I will implement this, because I'm going to hold you accountable. You better do something about it. See you in this video.